It was supposed to be just another boring Friday afternoon in Ridgeway High School. Seventh period calculus. Almost spring break. The air in the classroom buzzed with restless energy, students tapping pencils, whispering, checking the clock. Every 2 minutes, our teacher, Mr. Collins, wasn't the strict type. Instead of teaching, he pulled up Sporkle.com on the projector. "All right, guys," he laughed. "Let's see who can recognize the most brand logos." We were in the middle of the game. Ethan, my friend, had just shouted, "Adidas!" and everyone laughed when he butchered the pronunciation. That's when it happened. The intercom crackled, and then the voice of the dean, shaking, frantic. "This is not a drill. Teachers, lockdown, now!" The laughter died instantly. My skin turned cold. Goosebumps spread up my arms. Even Mr. Collins, usually calm and joking, dropped everything. His eyes widened, and without a word, he turned off the lights and motioned for us to get down. We huddled in the back corner. The room was silent. Too silent. After 2 minutes, the low buzzing from the electrical panel stopped. The power was cut. That's when the screaming began, a man's voice. Not just shouting, screaming in rage. His voice echoed through the hallways. Raw, animalistic. "I'll kill all of you!" 2 girls began to cry. The sound only made the moment worse. My heart slammed against my chest. The footsteps grew closer. The man wasn't just yelling now, he was slamming lockers as he passed. Metal clanged violently. Each bang made us flinch harder. Then silence. Until bang, bang, bang. The classroom door shook. He was here. The man screamed from the other side, "Open up!" The girl beside me couldn't hold it anymore. She screamed, "No!" And that was it. The man went wild, pounding the door harder, screaming, howling like something not human. It felt like hours. But then the sound faded. His steps dragged away down the hallway. His voice trailed off into the distance until, finally, there was nothing. 10 minutes later, the dean's voice returned, calm but trembling. He explained. A disturbed man had entered the building and attacked the front desk secretary before she escaped. Nobody knew if he had a weapon. Staff had searched everywhere. Nothing. But here's the worst part. Later that night, a janitor found the man, sleeping, inside a storage closet, and sticking out of his coat pocket was a .44 Magnum revolver. By the time police arrived, the man was gone. Vanished. To this day, no one knows if they ever caught him. Sometimes, when I walk those hallways, I wonder if he's still here. Waiting. Watching. The first time it happened, I thought it was thunder. 4 loud booms, deep, rattling through the cafeteria windows. But then, the entire lunch crowd started screaming. Chairs toppled, trays crashed to the ground. Chaos. Campus. Security burst through the doors, yelling at us to get inside the multi-purpose room, now. Kids in the lunch line had to drop their food and run. No hesitation. Inside the huge multi-purpose room, hundreds of us huddled together, whispering, panicked. The back wall was made of glass, but the staff quickly pulled the curtains over it. Adults guarded every exit. My friend Eric leaned in, whispering, "I'm going to find out what's going on." When he came back, his face was pale. "There's a guy right in front of TMS. He barricaded himself inside his house. He's threatening to kill himself. And if the cops try to evict him, he said he'll kill them too." The room went silent. Eric added one more thing, his voice almost shaking. "He's a registered sex offender, and apparently he's been watching the kids outside the school." We were stuck in that room for over an hour that felt like forever. Later, when it was finally over, I found out something worse. My friend Brandy lived next door to the man, and she told me about last Halloween. He had stood at his window, slicing his arm open. Then, in his own blood, he wrote across the glass, "Don't come here or I'll kill you. Everyone thought it was a Halloween stunt. But now, we knew it wasn't. And I've never looked at that house the same way again a few years later. I was 22, fresh out of college, working back at my old high school as a computer intern. The school basement was my new workspace, a cluttered mess of wires and dusty storage. But tucked in the corner was a small office, 3 desks, a flat screen, TV, 2 mini fridges, and blessed air conditioning. I worked with 2 old mentors, Dave and Gary, teachers who had helped me get this job. That day they were upstairs. I was alone, eating a sandwich when my phone rang. The front office. Lockdown. Possible intruder. Stay where you are. My stomach dropped. I shut off the lights, shut off my monitor, sat in the dark. The worst part? My office had no door, just a wide opening into the basement. And the basement door itself didn't even lock. I texted Dave, texted Gary, no reply. I sat there, in silence, my phone in my hand, the glow of the screen the only light. Minutes ticked by. Then, creak. The basement door opened. The sound echoed. Down the dark stairwell, rattling through the empty space, my heart jumped. I froze in my chair. Then, footsteps. Someone was running down the stairs. And they were coming straight toward me. My chair screeched quietly across the floor as I slid out from behind it and crawled under my desk. The footsteps stopped. Whoever had entered the office didn't turn on the lights. The room was dead silent. Held my breath so tightly my chest ached. Every nerve in my body screamed at me not to make a sound. I felt like if I even inhaled too loudly, I'd die. And then it happened. Ding. My phone lit up with a text. The sound pierced the silence like a gunshot. My blood ran cold. The footsteps moved again, closer, heavy, slow. I clenched my teeth, frozen, until survival instinct broke me. I dove out from under the desk, hands up, blurting out, "Please, don't kill me!" A hand grabbed my arm, yanking me upright. In the dim glow from the hallway, I saw him, a man. Red plaid button-up shirt, jeans, a reddish-black cap. He whispered, calm, almost friendly. "It's okay. I'm just hiding with you. What's going on upstairs?" I stammered. I don't know." He ignored me. His eyes darted around. "Is there an exit down here?" I hesitated, pointed toward the back of the basement. Yeah, that way." But something felt off. My heart pounded harder. I asked, "Wait, who are you?" Silence. Then he muttered, "I was coming to pick up my son. A teacher told me to hide." It almost sounded believable. Almost. Then, I looked down at my phone. The message that had exposed me minutes earlier. It was from Dave. "Dude, this is insane. Some guy with a gun shot Mr. Buckley. He's wearing a red shirt and a hat. Whatever you do, don't come upstairs." My blood turned to ice. I glanced up at the man. His plaid shirt. His cap. He saw the way I was looking at him, and his expression changed. His face twisted. Panic took over. I bolted. A deafening gunshot exploded. Behind me. The bullet ricocheted off metal somewhere in the basement, sparks flying in the darkness. My ears rang. My heart pounded, but I didn't stop. I charged up the stairs. At the top, police swarmed every exit, weapons drawn. They caught him the moment he tried to follow me out. Later, we learned the man had some kind of grudge against Mr. Buckley, one of the teachers. Nobody ever discovered why. But I'll never forget the sound of that gunshot. It still echoes in my head like it's waiting to happen again.